In this module, we're going to look at the Retrospect client control panel and the different options that are available within it. We go to the Start menu and go to Control Panels, and in the Control Panels, we'll find the Retrospect client software. Inside this control panel, we can see that the Retrospect client version is 7.0.107. This is the best place to go to identify the version of the client that's installed on the machine. We also have an on-off switch. When the client is in the off state, it will not be accessible to the backup server. The main backup server will be able to see this computer on the network, but it will not be able to back up or restore data to it. If the user restarts the computer, it will automatically be toggled back into the on position. Because this is a newly installed version of the client, its current status is waiting for first access. Once the Retrospect server has logged in the client, this status will change to ready. In the history area, will show us the previous backup history on this computer. We also can see the name of the client. This client name is the same name that's going to appear when you go to Configure Clients and you log in the machine. In the Preferences tab, we have several other options. Notify after backup. After a backup is completed, the user can receive a dialog box letting them know that the backup was completed successfully or is completed with errors. Users can also be notified if there's no backup within 7 days of the current date. You can change that to any value you like. We also have an option to report HP Compact Smart Disk errors. Some hard drives have Smart Disk technology to report errors on the drive. The Retrospect client software can report those messages to the user. We also have a priority slider bar. This changes the amount of CPU access the main Retrospect server can take during backup. When it's set to the backup side, essentially 80% of the CPU can be used for the backup process and 20% will be left over for the local user. If we go to the other end, then 80% of the CPU will be available for the user and 20% will be available for backup. We also have this Access tab. By setting the access to read access only, the user can get backed up, but no files can be restored onto that machine, and no files can accidentally be deleted from that machine. The Private Files, Folders, and Volumes option allows a user to hide specific data from the backup administrator. By selecting a path or an item and clicking OK, that item will now be excluded from all future backups. We will look at the Proactive Backup tab during a later training.